everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Discovery Pod with Eve. I am Eve Richards. We've got a very exciting show today with Heather Marianna from the Marianna Group. We'll delve into Heather's background in a few minutes, but I'd like to welcome back my co-host, Tyrone DuBose. Welcome back.
Greetings and salutations. Thank you so much once again for having me here with you today. I'm actually honored. It's kind of good. I'm my first time out since having cancer, so I'm glad to be back.
You know, Tyrone, it's great to see you out and about. I saw you last month at an event on the red carpet, and you had lost a lot of weight. So if you could say anything about...
it was stage 1 cancer, and I had to do 120 rounds of radiation, and it was difficult at best. And of course, when you're a public figure and people see you, and I kind of went in solitude for a little while, but once I announced it, the outpouring of love from so many people that were there that recognized it. I got my life back. People don't know how grateful I am to celebrate life and be back, again. And so we had this emotional red carpet reunion, me, you, and as well as a few others who were so concerned about my well-being because I kept it hidden during all of that time. And I just can't thank all of the people that watch me on television or hear me on the air that were so kind. And I really feel like God gave me another chance to have a second chance at life, and it means more than you can ever imagine.
You know, the one thing I can say is you never lost that sense of humor, and you always have this laughter regardless of what you were going through. And even when I asked, you were like, oh, no, I'm great. And that, for me, it makes me a much better person to see that you were so transparent and you sharing what you went through. I think it's going to help so many people out there. And thank you for being here with us today.
Well, I'm absolutely honored. And once again, thank you for allowing me to be in your space as well as Heather today. It means an awful lot. And more importantly, for anyone who has suffering from any mental issues, or I believe that there's in need of a checkup of some sort, please go get checked out. I mean, I was saved. There's so many others that usually it happens too late. God saved me and allowed me to be here with everyone today.
Well, thank you for sharing that advice. And I think so many people are going to benefit from you saying that. Before we delve into Heather's background, is there anything else that you'd like the folks to know that you're working on that you'd like to promote?
Okay, so this is so cool, of course, after being inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. This is so cool. So now all of these people that are big R&B stars have been reaching out, and I got a call from Jimmy Jam. He says, Tyrone, I know you're going to be on the cruise. I need to know if you'll do a Name That Tune with me on the cruise and do my famous hits. I said, absolutely. Heather, I think you should come.
I'm there.
That's wonderful. So
I always joke around that I'm a good singer, and I'm not. And I always do these videos, and I send them to my friends, and I'm like, I'm going to send you what could have won me American Idol, but I'm too busy.
You're too busy?
So now I'm going to be, and returning to Heather Marianna, she's an entrepreneur whose work spans wellness and entertainment through the Marianna Group. She produces celebrity gifting suites and industry activations during major award seasons, including the Oscars and the Emmys. She's also the founder of Beauty Kitchen Cosmetics, a clean beauty brand centered on ingredient transparency and safer formulations. Across her companies, Heather works with brands and founders to introduce wellness-focused products to the entertainment industry. It's so good to have you with us today.
Thank you
Welcome.
for having me. Thank you to you and Tyrone. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome.
And thank you for supporting my events. And I'm so glad we met.
Wonderful. So let's just delve in. The Oscars is just around the corner, and you've got
12th.
Your event is March 12th.
March 12th, and then the Emmys is September 10th.
Okay.
So we are in full speed of booking Oscars and Emmys, and thankful to celebrities like you and people who help me promote my event. I'm getting bigger and better brands.
Wonderful.
I have a cool brand that's going to be at the Emmys.
Can you share?
I mean, I'm sure they'll be happy if I do. So, I know you and you. I feel like we're into spiritual things and very like metaphysical and all this stuff. So it's this brand called Eye Pyramids. Have you heard of them? The pyramids that go over your bed that are crystals for the energy.
No,
never heard
stuff
of
like that.
Okay, so Eye Pyramids. They're doing an 11-foot by 11-foot pyramid setup.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That's
you're going to be able to get
fantastic.
in there, get the energy treatment, and then you're going to get like
Wow.
a big discount on any products you want to buy from them.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Why is it that you believe that so many people trust you with their branding?
I think because I took over the events because I was a sponsor with Doris. And a lot of people don't know this.
Doris
Bergman.
Okay.
She was the one that, a lot of people don't know this. So like when I was first starting, and I always say this is before influencers ruin the world. Like you could just tweet celebrities and go, I have the best sugar scrub. And that's what I was doing. I have the best coffee sugar. Like, and they'd be like DMing me or whatever it was called then, in Insta message or whatever. And then they would give you their address. And so I had a ton of celebrities, and I don't want to name them, using my coffee scrub. And then they were like, you should do the gifting lounge. And I was making everything in my house, in my garage. I had like literally bootstrapping everything myself. And so when I got the opportunity to work with Doris, it was expensive. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this. So I threw it on a credit card. It was the best decision I ever made in my life. And I think people trust me with their brand because I was there. I was in their shoes, right? Like I can see, and I do calls with them, and I'm like, let's get you the best ROI. Like I want you to connect with this person, and this is why. Like I would do collaborative products with people and make money, and those are the people that I met at these lounges. So I think I'm more than a producer because I was a former sponsor, and I actually give a shit, I guess, like, and the better I do for them, the sponsors, the better I do for myself, and the less I have to sell. I'm already sold out almost for Emmys, and that's not until
That's in
September.
September.
Wow.
I already have a title sponsor that wants to do 2028.
Oh, wow. 2028. That's in 2
Yeah.
years.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
You
they
know-
want to take over the entire Emmys event.
That's great.
Yeah.
Just before we came on air, I think you were talking to Tyrone, and something that I didn't even know about your background is all of the philanthropic work that you're
Yeah.
doing in Africa.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
love it.
share something
So I do-
about?
Africa and dogs. So, by the way, one of the reasons I always joke around that I'm single is because I have to find a guy who's willing to retire because I already have a down payment on my place in Kenya, and that's where I'm gonna live when I retire, and I'm gonna have coffee with my dog and look at my giraffe. So Africa is amazing, and dogs. So I love working with children in Africa. I love working in the medical field. I'm not a medical technician at all, but I love that. I love helping people. And one of the things that I was telling Tyrone was, I think like it makes sense that I love dogs and work in Africa because it's just so the people of Africa are so, I don't know how to say this. Like when you go there, have you been there? You've been there? Where have you been? What countries?
Gosh, I can't remember.
Okay. Well, when you go and you consistently go, it changes your soul. Okay. So
Traveling in general, yes.
yeah, but like specifically Tanzania or Africa, like you do not come back the same person. So like I was telling Tyrone, I always, it changed me. I went the first time in 2013. And I came back and I wasn't the same person because the one thing that I tell everyone, none of this matters. Because I'm working, okay, imagine this. I'm working in a village. And you've got this woman here who has 3 huts. She has an eating hut, a cooking hut, a sleeping hut, right? She's the queen of the village. Guess what she did? She talked shit about every other person in the village. And I'm telling you, I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They don't even have a toilet and they're still talking shit. So like that's when I like let it go. I do not care what anyone thinks because it doesn't matter if I have a toilet or not toilet, and I have one hut or two huts, and if I have an avocado tree or not.
It
Like,
gives you a different perspective.
it does.
Yeah.
And honestly, like you have, and if you want the information on where I go and volunteer and the organizations I work
I do
with,
that in Fiji, and it's basically the
You gotta
same
go to Africa.
concept.
Africa. I'm telling you.
Why?
It changes your soul. And like they have a church in the village, and like I would wait, like every time I go, I wake up and I walk, and it's like I don't want to cry. Like seeing these like kids like singing, like, oh my God. Like I'm sorry. It's like it's
I get it.
so like sorry.
It makes
And-
you feel, yeah.
Yo, we're on the
It's
same page. I get
so life changing.
it. Yeah.
Like, book the ticket. Anybody who is watching this, book the ticket, book the volunteer trip, whatever you have to do, and go.
Why?
So
when
different.
You mentioned about this changed your life to some degree.
Yeah.
Is it based upon what you see of others, of what they live?
Oh, I
what
look
they
at
live
people
through?
completely
And
differently.
How so?
I think just like traveling in general, like you said, and doing volunteer work, because you don't know, like I always say to people, like you don't know what someone's going through, right? Like if like when my Uber driver comes or like my UPS guy comes, I'm like, do you need a water? Do you need some,
I like that.
because you
I
know
do the
what?
same thing.
You don't freaking know the day that they've had.
That's
And
true.
and I remember a year ago, I had a cleaning service at my house. And I was like, okay, this is why I am the way I am. This woman was crying. There was 3 ladies cleaning. And I was like, what's going on? What's going on? I came out from upstairs. And they're like, her dad just died. And she was on FaceTime with her dad. I saw the guy in the hospital. And I'm like, you need to go home. And she said, no, I can't go home because if I go home, they will fire me.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, well, first of all, I never use that service afterwards. But I was like, give me your Venmo, give me your Zelle. And she's like, I still have to go to my next job. I said, I don't care. I'm going to give you like a couple $100, you know what I mean? But like, you don't know what people are going through.
I
You
like
don't
that.
know.
You know
what
what?
I mean? And like I was like freaking out. I was like, and I even called the service, and she's like, don't say anything. And I called them and I said, oh, as you know, it's fine. Just letting you know it's fine. She had an emergency. Couldn't say anything because I didn't want to risk her job,
job.
But I was like, what kind of ass is this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to treat people like this? But like, you don't know, like, who's going through shit.
Yeah,
You don't know.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like, I heard you mention cancer. Like you don't know, and you said you didn't tell anybody.
I didn't, and for that 6 weeks when I was doing that, I would get up at 6:25 in the morning, and I would walk a mile. But what I was listening to was my idol was Sylvester Stallone with Rocky. I would listen to all the Rocky fight scenes, and I remember one of them, I remember Mickey said to Rocky, this guy just doesn't want to win. He wants to bury you, humiliate you. He wants to prove to the world that you were nothing, the first time. But it always motivated in my mind.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a song where it said, we're people, we like the birds and the bees, but I'm going to die on my feet. I'm not going to live on my knees. And that's the way I kept living.
I love that.
And that's how I was living that 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because,
I totally
it's
understand.
like, you deal with people every day. And like, and even when I work with brands, I had a call the other day and, one of my clients, I had to talk her off a ledge, I have all this product. I have my Amazon. And I'm like, calm down. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if your stuff is up today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to be, do you have, I said to her, do you have customers right now? No. I go, then why are you freaking out if your website's up tomorrow? You don't have any customers, so let's go.
But they have to hear it from the right person.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 people could tell us something different, but we need to hear it from a person who we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could hear it from Eve. I could hear it from you. But if someone else told me,
Yeah.
It may be the same thing.
Yeah.
You just have
It's
to
like
receive
it's
it.
like easing in. Like even
Yes.
it's like even like the beginning of this year, it was so weird. Like, don't you agree? Like the dates of like Christmas and New Year's. Like I was like, wait, Friday's January 2nd, Monday's the 5th. And I had so many clients calling me, like freaking out, like it's January 5th, you know. And I'm like, you should be happy it's January 5th on Monday. Like integrate into the new year and the
totally.
weekend.
Yep. 'Cause
Like this is your weekend to plan, you know, and hit the ground running on Monday.
Yep.
Yep, because
Absolutely.
that's one thing traveling does as well is like you being in Tanzania or Kenya, it's the same in Fiji. There's so much poverty there that when I come back home, it puts everything in perspective. Where
Like you don't care
a
anymore.
bottle of water means nothing because it's like I'm just grateful that I have. I mean, because people were so grateful that I was able to take books and give them clothes. And the little things that we take for granted, it just puts it into perspective that, you know, people are suffering in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful that I was able to be in their space and they welcomed me with open hands. And it just made me a better person. Because as you said, at the end of the day, life
I always
is
say
just-
none of this matters.
no.
This Thanksgiving, the last Thanksgiving that passed, it was, you know, a month after all of my cancer treatments, and I said, not going to eat Thanksgiving dinner without helping someone else this year.
Yes.
So I went down to the LA mission. It was the first
I
time
saw
I was
pictures,
there.
yeah.
And the line was almost 2 miles long with people. But being able to serve these people and know that they were here, everybody has a story you know nothing about. And ironically, I saw people down there that I knew.
Yeah.
That I knew.
Oh.
And it was, you know, and I was trying really hard not to, cause I get very emotional. And I was like, okay, Tyrone, just help other people, just help other people. But it was difficult because we see so many people that struggle and we don't know the story.
That's what I was saying. Like everybody's dealing with something that you don't know. You know, like that's why like I literally hate social media because everybody just puts up this like, oh,
Facade.
everything's freaking great.
We
and
talked about
look
it.
at me
With
and look at me and look at my Bentley that I don't own, but I'm taking a picture next to it. And then you have these people who look up to these people and then they do all these awful things to get there.
Yes.
You know, whether it be, you know, OnlyFans or things that, you know, I'm not a proponent of that stuff, you know, and they're like, well, I have to do this so I can get this, so I can get the Bentley because this girl's posting on a Bentley and I love her. And I'm like, but none of it matters.
Yeah. It's
You know
funny.
what I
We
mean?
just talked about
Yeah.
that with the previous
Yeah.
guest
Doesn't
as well.
matter.
We
I
talked
like
ab-
what you said. I love that none of this really, that just,
And none of it matters.
that struck with me.
I posted the other day on Instagram and I said, I think I'm going to take all my calls in my onesie that I have that my friend Misty, hi Misty, got me. And it's a onesie for Christmas and it's my dog's faces all over it. And I said, you know, I think I'm just going to take all my calls today on this onesie. I said, because you know what? None of it matters. And I'm confident. And it doesn't matter if I'm wearing a onesie with my dog's face on it or a $700 jacket.
Yeah.
Were you always
Because
this
my
confident?
brain is my brain, and I'm going to still deliver the same stuff that I'm going to deliver for you, no matter what I'm wearing.
Were you always this confident as you moved into your journey of where you are today?
No, I was not. So background on me, my mother was really young and when she had me, and she dropped me off somewhere, and I don't know if it was like a fire station or something, but so my grandparents took like 4 years to find me. So when I was 6 years old, my grandparents found me from foster care.
Wow.
And yeah, and so I was grown up, I was raised by my grandparents. And I don't really have a lot of.
Incredible that they found you.
Well, yeah.
incredible.
My mom's
Oh.
quite the character.
We-
But anyway, so they raised me, and I was raised around all adults, and I think that's why I am. I didn't have a lot of school friends. I went to like a boarding school and summer camp and stuff, but I didn't really have like a lot of friends. Like I was always around adults. So I probably heard things that I shouldn't have heard and learned things I shouldn't have learned. But, you know, but I've always been, you know, like, I'm going to get it done. And, you know, I was always told growing up, like, you can do whatever you want to do. My grandmother was French, and she was a very big manifester. And so we always had the candles going and the evil eye.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've got this camp, this
Manifest.
coming up.
God, you should come. You should sign up and come for 3 days. Nicole's coming.
When is it? Next week?
It's next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
She's got a camp manifest. So tell us about it.
So it's women's retreats, and so my friend Lisa, she has a podcast. Are you going on her podcast? You need to go on her podcast. So she has a podcast, and she lives
in Orange County.
Yeah, and she's a intuitive, not really a medium, but like she actually like one time, like one of the first times we were together, she goes, "Do you have a brother?" And I went. And 2 months prior, somebody reached out to me and said they were my brother. No one knew that. And I went, I go, no. And she goes, you're lying.
I've seen clips on Instagram of her. There was one that this guy, and she was talking about. She's fantastic.
I was like, you're not. She's like, you're lying. I'm like, okay, somebody reached out, but I don't want to talk to him. And she's like, you need to talk to him. And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm almost 48 years old, and I've lived this long without a brother, and I am fine. I don't need another person in my life right now.
Is he in your life right now?
No, I won't respond.
No answer's an answer. It's like, you know,
I mean,
how you feel.
come on. I don't need like a whole set of. I don't know what's going on over there. And I'm okay over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. And
so what's the camp? So the camp manifest is...
Yeah, so Lisa and I started it because we felt, I was like, okay, we're a certain age. And I'm like, how do we find really cool bitches to hang out with? Like women, you know, like people that are like, okay, I'm your vibe. Like, that's my girl. You know what I mean? And like so many times I feel like you meet someone when you're older, but it's like, oh, okay, Eve, I want to be your friend. But like, who do you know? Who do you know? Yeah. Right? And like, it's not genuine.
It's not a genuine thing.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to start this retreat. Lisa came up with the name, Can't Manifest. And I was like, let's do this. Where it's like-minded women who are into manifesting, manifesting their best life. They they want to meet new people who are genuinely interested in meeting new friends and creating a connection.
That's great.
And I'm like, so that's what we did, because I'm sure you get a lot of like what I got a lot of, and oh, can I help you at your event? I'm like, no. Because you're not going to help. You're just going to take selfies with everyone. And then I'm going to have to chase you around and go, why aren't you at the front desk? Yeah. So, and I wanted to create something where people can meet people from all over the world. I have people coming from London to my event.
Is this for women and men, or just for women?
Women and what? I don't know if I should. I don't know. We might have to edit this out. We'll allow gay men, but not like, not like.
Roger's laughing.
We'll discuss this later.
Yeah. I don't know if we should put that in there, but we're like, you know what I mean? Like, we love the gays, you know what I mean? Bring them on,
So I mean, but I also think, don't you think, so the whole idea then was just to have a female bonding, but then with gay guys, there's this.
Well, I mean, I just don't want, I don't know. I don't want there to be any, like, I don't want any women to feel
uncomfortable in that regard.
And every man around me is gay. Like, every man. My first assistant when I was 19 was gay. I love gay men. You know what I mean? And I've never felt more safe around.
That's
and
fair.
I feel that's fine.
Fair.
So female, eventually gay men. Yeah. I'm down. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I totally get it.
Yeah. And I feel like gay men are into the same shit that I'm into. I was texting my bestie Charlie. He's like, did you light? He's like, what time do you get home? We have to manifest and we have to light our candles. And I'm like, absolutely.
I only thought that because I thought maybe if you were accept people to come to to speak. I said I'd go and do that. I would love to maybe talk and say something.
Yeah.
I could
mean,
do that.
no, I mean, absolutely. We're
love that.
planning our next one. It's going to be in Sedona.
Oh,
Spoiler
beautiful.
alert. June 10th, 11th, and 12th. And we definitely want speakers. And and guess what? The I Pyramids brand, they're located in Sedona. So
Wow.
they will bring some cool stuff.
I love your spiritual journey because I can tell. I remember I told you I could feel the energy when I first,
Thank
when you first
you.
came in. I got it.
I feel like I feel like good energy, positivity. Every morning I wake up and like I look at my dog Weston and I go, Weston, let's
Such
talk
a
about
cute
5.
dog.
Oh my God, he's my angel.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, Weston, 5 things that you're grateful for and 5 things I'm grateful for. And he looks at me and I go, you're grateful for the fact that you don't have to eat kibble. Every dog has to eat kibble. A lot of dogs have to eat kibble. Mommy makes your food, and then I'll go on and on, and I'm,
So it's the new year, right? So it's January,
gratitude.
and obviously you've got so much happening. You've got the Emmys, you've got the Oscars gifting. Tell us what some of the other things that you're working on that people may not.
Oscars, Emmys. I have 3 new brands that I'm taking to market. We're in the middle of manufacturing right now. One's going to be sold at Neiman Marcus, so I'm very excited for her.
Wonderful.
Very excited for her.
What type of product, if you could share?
Serum.
Oh, wow.
I'm a guy. I don't know.
And this is why people come to work with me with the branding and the manufacturing. Is she came to me and she wanted to do a cleanser,
Oh.
and I'm like, no. Like, you only need one good product. And hair and face cleansers. You like what you like, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll try a new one if you get it in a box or somebody gives it to you. Are you going to rebuy it?
Probably not.
Exactly. Serums are very, very big. And then the sheet masks,
Yes.
the eye patches. I have another brand, Lisa's Beauty. She's coming out with an NAD eye patch, NAD
Oh, wow.
chin mask with arnica, as well as salmon sperm sheet
I
mask.
love
And if you
that.
come to camp with Nicole, you will get
It's
a
in
gift
Malibu,
bag.
right?
Yes, and Calamigos. So I work with the best sponsors, and do you know that our gift bag has 44 brands in it?
Wow.
So you come sign up, you're gonna get this giant bag. So I'm so blessed. I take care of my sponsors and they take care of me. I said,
But
hey, can you send me stuff? And they did.
I just wanted to ask you, why is visibility and connection a major part of a gifting suite?
I think there's one thing that set me apart, and I feel like other ones are copying me now, which is great because I think that I set the
standard,
tone.
yeah.
Nobody used to gift media, not even Doris. She would be like, it's only celebrities. You don't have to give the media anything. And I would always gift the media because I was like, media is very important. Like,
Of
that's
course.
what's important to get me on Google. And like, they're sometimes more important than the celebrities, to be honest with you, depending on the outlet. They're so I make it a requirement that media and celebrities are
That's
gifted.
wonderful.
And other people are following suit, won't name names. But yeah, and I think that's good because, how do you expect someone to come cover your event and write about you? And that takes a couple hours going to the event, paying for parking. Then you have to go home. Then you have to write about it. Then you have to publish it. And then you don't want them to get a gift. So to me, I think that's what sets me apart, that I actually, know the value of the people who come and support me, and I support them back.
I was going to say, more importantly, they probably know the value of you. And that's probably
And I
what
support
makes it
them
different.
back, and I
Yeah,
want to make
Yeah.
sure. And also, like, my gifting lounges, I have food, tons of
Yes.
food. Other gifting lounges, they don't spend 30 grand on food. Well, I do.
Yeah.
So
Come
you have
and
a
eat
new
and have fun.
You have
Yeah.
a new location, which you touched on a bit. Can you share more?
Yeah, so for the Oscars, we're going to be at the Cameo Beverly Hills. I just left there. It's the old Mr. C, but it's so totally renovated. Like, you have to go over there. It's gorgeous. And then we're going to keep the Emmys at Beverly
The
Hills Marriott
Marriott.
because I love to take over that
Yeah, I love
downstairs space.
So
I think I'm going to have to take over the bar though too.
you mean
At Marriott.
is
Yeah.
the space in Beverly Hills, is it bigger or is
Nope.
it smaller? So you're
Small, it's intimate, less brands, same amount of celebrities, same amount of media, less brands, double the price.
Mm.
good for
Because
you.
one of my words for this year, because you know how you all do a word, and I said my word is going to be boundaries. The price is the price, you know. Most other people who do gifting lounges don't spend $110,000 on production and food and, you know, and the
That's what
price
makes
is
you
the
different.
price.
And
you know?
different is what
And
people look
Emmys,
for.
I have more space, so I can gift tables. I just gifted a table to this awesome farm. They're gonna come out from Pennsylvania for
Oh.
for Emmys, and they make like farm to table like skincare,
Mhm.
and they're just the coolest little couple, and they could never afford to do that, so I
Wow.
gave them a table.
That's
But I can
wonderful.
do that at Emmys,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
So a lot of people would not, when I saw you before, I thought you lived in LA, but I found out you lived in Las Vegas, which is a beautiful city. How did you choose Vegas? Just out of curiosity.
I didn't choose it. So, oh my God, I'll make this quick. So, funny story. I lived in Indianapolis, where I went to grad school, and I owned a chain of retail stores. And one night, I told my friends, we were drinking, and I said, I'm going to make a resume. I go, because I have owned all of these businesses. I said, I'm going to make a resume, and I'm going to put it on a whatever headhunter
Board
thing,
or
you know. And I said, and I'm going to get offered a job. Just watch. And everyone's like, the only real job I've ever had in my life is Hooters. Okay. So I was like, I'm going to literally like make a resume. Like, cause I started all these companies. Like I owned a staffing agency, all this stuff while I was
you
in
did
college.
9 to 5, a job.
No,
Oh, no.
only Hooters as
Okay.
a hostess. Cause I made more money as a hostess. Cause I would like make people pay me to get a table faster. Always been a hustler. So I made this resume and I like made all this crap up, which I did put the businesses, but I made all this crap and I got this company and they were like, this headhunter called me and they were like, they want to hire you as their head of marketing and consulting, but the job is in Vegas and they want to interview you next week. I go, you're joking me. You're joking me. So I told my friend, I go, literally, I'm going to go to this interview in Wisconsin. $400,000 a year plus commission.
Wow.
And I came to Vegas and I crushed that job for a year and a half. And then I started my own skincare brand, but I let my assistants in Indianapolis like live in my house, you know, and they, you know, helped me sell things and I would go back and forth. But I came to Vegas with 6 suitcases and 2 dogs and lived at the Four Seasons for 2 months till I found a place to live.
Not bad.
Not
Yeah.
bad at all.
Yeah. 6 suitcases, 2 dogs. No car.
No.
When my car
Did you have
got
a car?
delivered, they took it off of the what I don't know what you call it, and they forgot to lower the suspension because I had a Range Rover then, and the whole car crashed. Yeah, so my brand new
Wow.
car that I bought got crashed. Yeah.
Did they?
They fixed it, but it wasn't a brand new car after that. Yeah.
Does being high?
Oh, and I had all my stuff in there, so there was
Oh,
glass
oh.
in it. Because I thought if they're gonna ship my car to Vegas, I'm gonna fill it up with stuff, right? Like
Right.
less stuff I have to pay to ship.
Yeah.
So like I was like shaking out dog beds
Oh
with
my
glass. It was
gosh.
so bad. Yeah.
Does being high profile with the work or the things in which you do get high profile results as well? Is it apples to apples to some degree?
Yeah, I feel like when people come to my events or they hire me for coaching or they do products with me, I make sure that I have the right client and I know that like what they're going to expect. So like for the events, like we got, you know, Nicole is my publicist and she's amazing. She had 27 placements and we did a press release and it just had like 150 million Google impressions for all the brands. Like I really make sure that they get the ROI, and I do that onboarding call with each brand because everyone's so different, right?
Yes.
Like if you have hair care or you have skin care or you have like I have, oh, by the way, no one knows this yet, but the 11th floor of the Cameo, we're doing a med spa.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So we're going to have Botox, NAD drip, everything.
Wow,
So you're going to go to the 11th floor, make your appointment, then go up to the party. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So sick. Yeah.
How
So-
long does it take you though to go through this calls, like the
On branding.
the on branding?
I give everyone just about an hour. I mean, I work hard and it's a lot of work, but if I don't do it right, you know what I mean? Like,
You're always so calm. I mean, I would
I
think.
was just gonna say,
yeah,
that
like
was the one thing that I noticed
You're
about this.
so
with all the
calm.
stuff you do,
Yeah.
your calmness
like
allows other people
because
to
none
match the
of
energy.
this matters.
I like that.
I
At
do.
the end of the
I
day,
did the same thing when
right?
she was saying that.
At the end of the
This
day,
matters.
which goes back to what you talked about earlier about when you travel to places like Africa and you see how other folks are living, and then you come here, none of this matters. But I really like that
and
approach.
and
do
people
too.
are still going to talk shit about you, whether you have an avocado tree or not.
The truth of the matter is, I think you're doing
It's the truth.
Yeah, people would say whatever they choose to say,
I don't
right? And you
give
have to.
a flying F what anyone thinks about me. I don't care.
was
I
just
know what
telling
I'm
them that.
doing. I know what I deliver. I know who I am, and like me or not, I don't care. Because the moment that you stop worrying what other people think is the moment that you really start to live.
Yes, and
I like
I
that.
remember telling you that in the last one of our episodes, my publicist said to me before she fired me, if you're not ready for people to talk about you, you're not ready for success. And she told me that.
But that's not actually generally true. Like you don't have to have haters to be successful. Like a lot of people say like, "Oh, if you don't have haters, you haven't made it," right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get any mean comments on any of my social media
Well,
because
the
I'm
fact
also
is,
nice
though,
on you know what I mean?
People are gonna say something, whether you're.
But when you get to like a big level, people are going to talk shit, right?
people
you know
are
what I
gonna
mean?
say one thing or the other, or this she did this,
But
or they did.
at any level, like is what I'm saying, like who cares?
Yeah.
Like I don't care if I'm the grocery store worker or the gas station worker and I still have my makeup on from last night because I went out partying but I'm bringing up your lottery ticket and I don't care what you think about me,
Yeah.
right?
I also like what you
Who
talked
cares?
about, which I think it applies to everything we do in life. Treat everyone with respect, regardless of whether the person is a garbage, cleaner or whatever they
Yeah.
do, because you never know what people go through.
No,
Always
you don't.
have that empathy.
You
for
don't. I mean, I
others.
have a dog right now. He's 19 years old. He has dementia and he is barking probably 17 hours a day, even on medication. And I'm about to lose my shit every morning. And let me tell you, no one knows that.
Yeah, so I'm sorry.
It's a perfect example of that.
Sorry to
I said about
hear.
the struggles.
Yeah.
4 months of no medication, 14 vet appointments.
Wow.
Finally, I have him. I say me and the other dog, Weston, because I feel like we're a team. And like have him on a cocktail that I create of doggy Xanax, trazodone, and melatonin.
And
But I have to make sure. And so now he's being quiet maybe 8 hours a day. But no one knows that.
Yeah.
But I don't project my shit on anybody
because
else.
here you are looking
I just
so
say,
composed.
hey,
Yeah.
listen, I'm on a Zoom call. If you hear my dog barking, sorry, he has dementia. Let's go. Let's get to business. You know?
Wow, that is so.
I love that.
you know,
It's such good advice.
But
for
it's
everybody.
it was so hard. And like I had to tell people, you know, like, hey, sorry if I'm being short. Like I'm not trying to be a bitch, but like I literally haven't slept in 3 months, you know?
Oh, but you would never even know that.
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
by
I was
looking
going to
at
say
you.
just by that, but it also goes to the fact that you own who you are.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's some of the hardest things for people to do in general. That
Yes.
means you have to be real with yourself.
Yes.
And it's one of the hardest things that we find to do. And immediately, it's one of the things that I found about you that is
yeah.
I can't
instant.
wait for you to come to my event.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
thank you for sharing
am.
that. That is
Yeah.
such important advice for everyone out there that life is so short. At the end of the day, we're all going through. Like when I saw him, I didn't even know he had cancer until he shared
Did
it.
you think he was just? You said he lost weight. Did you think he was on Ozempic or something?
You never know what people are on. Everyone is losing weight nowadays, and you don't ask, right?
I do know that when I was at the studio, somebody said they were kind of gathered on Tyrone, are you okay?
Yeah.
And I had my, because I have to take this cancer medicine, and I get hot flashes.
What kind of cancer was it?
It was first stage prostate.
Oh,
So they
you
caught it in
beat
time.
that?
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
I know someone who
Yeah.
did not make. That's a good.
Yeah.
Bless,
So
but that's
the-
not.
And I
Yeah.
remember the doctor saying,
You're so lucky.
do I said, am I going to make it? They said, at least you have a choice. There's a lot of people who don't.
Wow.
But I am so immediately grateful for all of that.
Oh.
And, it's the reason why I caught your article. That's why.
We are down to the last 3-minute mark.
Okay.
So the last question is, if you were to have dinner with 3 people dead or alive, who would it be and why?
2 right here for sure.
Marilyn Monroe, Bernie Sanders, and Barack Obama.
Oh, some
Love her.
really good ones. Oh, Heather, it's been such a joy having you here with us today. I mean, this is such an inspirational episode because you shared so much, not just
Shared
beauty,
your realness.
your
and that-
realness,
that-
the authenticity.
You have to. I was like,
Yeah.
try not to cry, but
No,
every time I talk
seriously,
about Africa,
thank
I'm like,
you.
it's so.
Yeah.
It's
And
my. It's my
also
heart.
for sharing about your dog, what you're going through. Thank you so much. Such good life.
Thank you for having
Yeah.
me, and
Thank
I can't
you.
wait to see you at my event.
Yes.
Love and respect.
Thank you,
Thank you
Roger,
so
for
much.
producing. Asher, thank you so much being behind the cameras. Thank you, Tyrone. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to watch this episode with Heather on the Discovery Pod with Eve's YouTube channel, or you can listen to us on your favorite podcast platform. Remember to join us every Thursday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. You never know who's going to stop by. Again, Heather, thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you very soon. Tyrone, so good hosting. Bye, everyone. Thanks again.